All right, using the same Gmail account that you used the last time we did one of these calls, make sure you're logged into that one when you click this link, so your Hangout should be able to just take you right in.
Okay.
Right. Did you set up your new email address yet? Your T-shirts by G or contact at tshirtsbyg.com?
Not yet. Shopify is not offering that service. I have to go through GoDaddy.
Okay, that's not hard.
I think, yeah, so I just have to set that up. So I'm going to set that up actually Friday.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, because that's the one you want to give out to people so they know that you're not fucking around.
Right. And I'm okay to start off with just one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know if that's going to be my name at tshirtsbyg.com or just maybe I'll just have it at info at t-shirts.
Whichever is easier for you. All right, I just sent you over the link, so let me know if you see it.
Got it. Yep.
Oh, let me take my. All right, what's up, sir?
What's going on, brother? All right. Magic time. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and look at some of those designs that you had, so we can kind of zero in on that, and then we'll go through your store, and you can show me what you have in place, so that way we can pivot from there into some of our conversion pages.
Okay. So you want me to share my screen now?
Yes.
So, give me 1 second.
All right, let's see the staff account.
You got the email? Where is, okay, cool. That. Sure. All right, let me know if you can see the screen.
Yep, and then I can confirm access to your Shopify as well. Their T-shirts by G. All right.
Got it?
Yep. Let me see if I can notice something. All right. I see. Do not see you. Okay, yeah, I see myself.
Okay, hold on. See this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So thank God I solemnly swears. And so thank God instead of so help me God.
Yeah, I put so thank God instead of so help me God.
Okay. So I mean, it's not bad. Where did you see this design from?
Actually, that's one that I came up with my own, like with the oath and the design itself. I just kind of piggyback off of what's been out there already. Like you'll see, and when you look for, let me go back. Like a lot of natural hair shirts that are out there already have some type of silhouette or afro hairstyle associated with it, like that. So that's where I got the design itself from, and I just sent it to the graphic designer and told her what I was trying to capture and to write the oath like that in a nice font and what I thought would be a nice font.
Okay. Now, are you thinking that's going to be like the design on the front and the writing on the back, or how is
That's all one, all on the front. Be like that.
Okay. I mean, that was not bad. My thing is, I like to, especially when just starting out, I like to say, okay, hey, this is based off these winning. You know, obviously you're getting into this because you have, ideas and concepts that you want to kind of roll out. But I'm more of the mindset of like, okay, hey, I'm taking this and this. Like I have, unless you have an example of like something that's selling well, where it's like the image and the text together like that. Like I think it might look better if it was like text on the front, image on the back, or vice versa. But again, if there's like something, if there's like some sort of a winner or something that says like, hey, or an example that shows he's doing that well, then then I'd say, hey, go for it.
Yeah, another one that's like that, based off of what you're talking about, that's out there. The text is not exactly the same, but it would be this one.
Okay, see
And
that?
this, I've seen it where it says, "Don't tell me to relax." So this one is, "Nah, you relax." But I've seen something similar to where it says, "Don't tell me to relax."
Okay.
That's out there. I think.
See, I like that in the sense of there's not too much text, and like it's like if you're gonna have both, there's not much because you can only process so much at once.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I like image and limited, super limited text, or text with like small image or text image, right? So that some way someone can quickly process what they're looking at. So if we were to take kind of like that example that we have there and show me that shirt that you showed me. Zoom in again on the quote. Or is that now you relax? Is that one of yours?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Like this one I like a lot. This one I like way better than the other one.
Okay.
That one I like way, way better.
Okay, so those are the two main designs, if you will, that I have. Well, that I have for the ladies as far as the natural hair movement.
Mm-hmm.
The others are not. They're kind of outside that.
That's fine. It's message to market match right now. If I like in this case, especially when you're first starting out, I would go by the winners versus the like the market. If I'm saying it the right way, like again, what type of designs are going to appeal to the spread of people that you're interested in talking to, kind of like, we've discussed that, many times. So I would try to find, winners or winning concepts within that, and then emulate that first when you're going through designs. So instead of like, okay, well, I want more for, women, I would go for, well, I want more winners. I want to have my version of something that's winning right now. So if I see, okay, hey, this natural hair movement is winning, and I see something similar to this, then this now you relax. Like that speaks to on so many ways, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I like that. But what's another winner, right? So again, it maybe an anti-Trump thing, right? Maybe something for the marijuana just being like legalized in New York or whatever they just did, right?
Okay. So it doesn't have to be in the same. We can go with more than one winner with different groups.
Yes, I want you to focus on winners first, and then once you have a winner, then you can start to come up with more concepts around that winner, right? Okay. So again, boom, natural hair movement, like that could be, if that is based on a winner, boom, I start with that. I see that this is doing well. I can find an audience for it through my marketing. Like I'm getting a little traction. I know that's a want, and I know that I found an audience that connects with that. So what else can I offer them, right? And I would spread like that. So once you find a winner, like that's your bullseye, right? And then you can start to find, other things around that.
Okay. All right. So then another. Do you just want to see it on the shirts, or you want me to go through the templates? Like you want to see how they look on the shirts?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the big thing, right? So for example, that right, that is something that you can slap on. That's damn near ready to go. Design wise, that's what I'm saying. Let's focus on design wise, and then once we know the designs, when it comes to how to structure your product page and some of the some of those elements, that's what you can really work on this week, especially with the the membership videos, as you've seen, right? You can kind of go back in that and say, okay, let me implement this here, implement that there, get a little bit of feedback on how this headline will look, so on and so forth. But you can start to piece it together with the materials that you already have.
Okay.
But that to me, that now you relax, that to me that's good. We need like 2 more.
All right. So another one that I think would be good, it's not natural hair movement, but it'd be this one. Actually, let me just go to the store.
Yeah. Yes. I think I've seen something similar to that before. That'll probably do well.
So I think that'll do well as far as, Obama supporters and anti-Trump.
Mathematically, politically. Yeah, that's subtle. Yeah, I have seen stuff like, because I've seen just a 44/45. I've seen just that before.
Yeah.
So I think that could probably do well just like that. And it's like in the Black Lives Matter font. So yeah, I mean, that could do well. Because you see that on mugs, you see that on other stuff. You could put that on a hoodie. You could do that quote. And like I said, I've seen something similar to that before, and I'm sure that's probably where you got the idea for that.
Yep.
Okay, so that's another one. That's 2.
I think those are the winners as far as the only other one I did was something like this. I haven't done any market research on it, so any questions you have about it, I can't answer yet.
Gotcha. Then what the next step with that would be, right? That, and it's good that you even mentioned that, because that tells me that you're thinking in the right way, right? It's not my money on ads, right? It's not my time. It's yours. So the more research and justification you do on the front end, the faster you get results, because this is your business, right? So again, hey man, these guys over here are doing cheeseburger value meals. Well, I want to get, I want to get into the ball game. Why don't I at least have cheeseburger value meals too? But mine have, extra special sauce on it. Buy it for me, right? And then now I'm in the ball game, and now I can start doing extra stuff. So go after people's value meals, go after their top sellers, and make your own version and start there. Once you find that, like, those winners, right? Winners, not necessarily strictly, only stuff for Black women or only stuff that's Trump or only, again, that those two designs may go to the same person, right? That's how you want to think about it. Just find winners that somebody that is kind of like what we want will buy. Find the winners, and then literally go through like that. Just go through like a mental checklist. Like, okay, well, have I seen something like this before? Right? Have I seen someone selling something like this before? Is this a bestseller someplace? Do I see a similar design with a lot of reviews on it? Right? Like, does it catch my attention? Is it relevant? Can I see someone on Facebook, seeing that and it's like, oh shit, I like that.
Right. Okay.
Right. And that's the best place to start. Creativity is good, but creativity will slow you down right now.
Gotcha. All right. So the math, like this one I had, or not that one, this one, that one out. So that could be for men too.
Yeah, that's 1, 2.
So I got that, but that's pretty much it as far as what I've seen out there for men. The other thing that I wanted to do, or that I was thinking about trying to connect it to the natural one, was something like this. Now this is draft. I haven't sent this off to a graphic designer, but trying to find something for the men to support the natural hair movement or that audience.
I mean, again, I would go to your competition. I would see what their winners are, and then try to make an example. So those that you just showed me, if you say, hey, I see someone selling these, or I see this someplace with a lot of comments, I can see that theme has already got traction, then I'll say go for it. But if you say, oh, hey, here's an idea I had, then I'm going to be a lot more hesitant with it. Because, again, right now your ideas are cool, but ideas will probably slow you down more than finding a winner, finding real elements, putting them together, saying, okay, boom. Like you said with the natural hair one, you show me examples of it, right? So if you focus on that, you have 2 good ones right now, right? The mathematically and the other one. I would go through that same process, that same justification with 1 to 3 more, right? And that'll give you 3 to 5 ones that we can initially say, hey, boom, these are on the site, right? You can build your copy around it. You can build your product pages around it so you know how to structure those, right? And then, where we'll attach our email marketing to it, and then we'll start running some traffic, right? And we'll be testing those starter designs versus audiences. Okay?
Okay. So, because what I was trying to do was go out with my ideas, seeing what was similar out there. And that was it was hard to find competitors out there that are already selling like natural hair t-shirts, let's say, right, using that example. It's hard to find that on the popular sites, right? You go to a lot of those popular sites, their top sellers are not something that I've already thought about or thought I would create. So what you're saying is look at those top sellers anyway and put my own spin to it. See, I was doing it backwards. I was trying to find my idea that I already have on those sites to justify it. But you're saying look at what they have, then let's just get real extreme. Let's say I go to a site and their top seller is Make America Great Again, right? So I go there, I take that, and I put my own spin on Make America Great Again.
Well, that wouldn't unnecessarily align with your angle, but you could look at how it's designed, how the words are written, right? Like
Mhm.
how it's structured, and then remix it, right? Like, Make America Great Again. It could be like that same format, that same writing, and then Make America Great. Like you can slash it or whatever, and then Make America Love Again,
Right.
right? It's again. Do you want to make a better wheel, so you can make money and get into the game, or do you want to try to figure out how to make a new wheel? Your ideas are definitely good, but as you can see, they can slow you down because you're trying to find someone doing what you want to do, versus you can find something that is selling
Mhm.
and remix it for yourself, which sounds faster.
Okay. Gotcha.
So that should speed things up for you, and that process will help you keep a constant stream of new ideas, right?
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. So I could build out like, because even like when I look at the kids' shirt, like boys, for example, they might have a top seller is like a dinosaur shirt. So just take the dinosaur and play off of that.
If it aligns with our target audience that we described in the very beginning.
Okay.
Right? We were talking about kind of like, left leaning, kind of social justice, passionate, right? Politically orientated type, because you get that, you find winners that are within the realm,
Mhm.
right? And in that way, as you create new designs, they're still going to that same within that realm. But I mean, those people can still put their kids and stuff, right? Like it'll still go to them, but their like someone sees anything to do with Trump, passion, right? Natural hair. They're like my wife, constantly watching videos on YouTube about that. Like it's ridiculous, right? So, but not me, but her, right?
Right.
And she would probably get something like that and an anti-Trump shirt. And she would probably put her kids in something, right?
Right.
So it's good to, to help limit yourself and make it easier, right? You want to find winners that are within your realm,
Mhm.
right? And then that's what you make your own version of. Or if you see something on the site where it's like a super popular and it's, it's a quote, right? But it's just how it's laid out. Like remix the words to match something that you're thinking, right? But put it in that same structure.
Right. Got it.
Right? Oh, I want to thank God for my, V8 Mustang.
Mhm.
Right? Or you know what? I want to thank God for these natural locks.
Got it.
I want to thank God for my melanin. It sets me apart. Same, like, go with the winners first. Remix it for yourself. And stay focused on our overall audience so you're not just chasing everything anywhere all over the internet.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Awesome. Yeah, the more you do that, the faster and easier it'll get for you online.
Mhm.
And that way, again, keep ideas coming so you're not getting stuck or hung up.
Okay.
All right. So I need 1 to 3 more of those out of
Got it.
you, and I want you to be able to justify those the exact same way that you're justifying these, right?
Okay.
I see it selling, Mike. I saw this concept over here. I think our audience will like it because, this is why I feel comfortable spending my money to put this in front of you.
Makes sense.
Right? Okay. Good. So once you have those, right, then it's just going. Now we're talking about your product pages, right? And like I said, structure-wise, some of the content-wise, you can piece that together using the videos that are in the membership area right now. You can
Mhm.
start to piece something together, and then I can kind of give you feedback and give you like copywriting angles and stuff like that on top of that. But that's how we're going to build, right? We've got your basic architecture in place, right? Get that buttoned up. Get our starter designs in place, right? The
Mhm.
quotes justified, built up, right? Get product pages for them built. Suddenly you have a storefront.
Yeah.
You have a storefront. Then we're just going to add email opt-in to it so people can join, and then they'll get the automation that we talked about, and then you'll be ready for traffic. So that's where you are in the process, right? You went from just nothing, right, to ideas, vendors, store setup, basic store architecture, right? Products to go live with, We're just going to polish it up. And then everything down here is marketing.
Okay. Makes sense.
Right. And like I said, you have that membership area, and I'm going to continue to add to that. The next one, and I'm working on the email module right now. You don't need that yet, so it works out. The sales one, that's still a little ahead of you. I want you to get your products down. I want you to get all the other basic stuff in place. But the product part is going to be pretty easy because your vendor is going to provide a lot of it, and you'll see some of the checkout stuff. I'll go through it with you. Once you start bringing it live, like go through the funnel with you. Hey, change this, change this, change this. So that way you'll be able to edit it. And yeah, man, you're like, again, depending on, how quickly you knock out some of the stuff that you're on now and keep the ball moving forward. But you're like a week or two away from, being able to take that thing off your site and actually like kind of get some sales from people right? People that are local, right? You have those designs. Like I could show that Nah You Relax shirt to my wife now, and she'll probably be like, oh, that's kind of cool, right? That's all you need. Hey, I got $20 to blow.
Yeah, now that's my next question. Are we going to talk about, maybe that comes in the sales part, but as far as pricing, because right now I just put like prices out there, kind of within range of what I've seen, but do we want to enter the barrier at a certain price point, or is that completely subjective and up to me?
I would come in at the market value and be an alternative to what's currently selling. Okay. Don't come in and be the cheapest, because you're not, and you don't want to make the least amount of money.
Right.
And you don't have the best vendor relationships. Don't come in as the most expensive, because you don't know that your stuff is the best. You don't have brand name recognition. You don't have a lot of things, right? Come in at market value, maybe like $1 or more higher than what other people are out there, simply because you're going to use coupons and promotions.
Right.
Like Express, for example. Express overprices everything they sell because they know they're going to use one of their coupons, 40% off, $40 off your order of 100 or more. Like they know They're going to use that to drive sales anyway. Right? So find your market equilibrium, maybe charge $1 or $2 more than that to give yourself some breathing room. And look at how your vendor is setting it up, right? Now that you know what people are doing, like you can start to look and say, okay, I see this person's price is this, but they're still charging you shipping, right? No, I see this person's charging you this and it's more, but shipping is free. Mm-hmm. What's happening there? They're just passing the shipping cost to the customer, and they're wrapping it in the price.
Right.
Which is actually effective, because then you can say it's free shipping, right? You just roll your shipping into the price.
Got it.
Right? So that's where you want to be pricing wise. Worry about remixing that later, right? Let's get your dollar menu. Let's get your value meals, right? And let's get you your alternative. And again, we can't think off the top of our head, a vendor speaking specifically to our target market with your, that type of an angle, specifically, right? There's people that just sell stuff, but you tap into that market of especially women, right? They buy stuff so impulsive.
Yeah.
Right? Just finding their hot buttons, and you get yourself in front of somebody who's got an extra $20 in their credit card handy. Yeah, man. Hey, do you like it? Yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, while you're buying this, let me show you this and this and this.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. One of my other students, easydigging.com, they just rolled out an upsell for their tools, and already converting at 10 to 20%. No, didn't do no additional marketing, no additional effort, no additional anything. Just created a one-click upsell for it, added it, so whenever someone buys something, they automatically get the chance to buy this and add it to their order also. 10, 20% off top will take it. So if you do the same thing, right, the exact same amount of effort will get you better results than maybe the next guy, because the next guy isn't doing that, right? So that's why you can play this like I'm an alternative game on the traffic, right? Because once you get them into your spider web, now you're doing shit that was like advanced compared to what other people are doing.
Right.
They're not upselling, but you look at McDonald's. McDonald's is upselling. You go to the grocery store, and you see that checkout line. They're upselling, right?
Yep.
Everybody that's really got an efficient business model is upselling.
Okay. I'm definitely with that.
So and like I said, that's when someone gets this shirt, hey, get this hat too, right? Or get this whatever. Like it's print on demand. Like same, man. Like you decide what you want to go wear, and then you can start to do stuff based on the collection. So it's like, okay, maybe you just have this hat that doesn't really show up in your collection, but whenever someone buys something within that collection, a T-shirt within that collection, the upsell is that hat.
Yeah. And I can do that on the Shopify framework?
Yeah, there's apps for one-click upsell on Shopify. That's not a right now thing. That is a monthly paid program, but it'll pay for itself within 2 or 3 sales. And those sales will happen with no additional effort at all. Right? So that's why you don't have to do it now, but I want you to start realizing that, hey, we're going to be doing some like ninja stuff like that, and that's going to help you get extra money and just make your business that much more lucrative.
Oh, okay.
All right. So do you have any other questions?
Nah, I'm going to go out and find 2 to 3 more designs on the men's line and the boys, and I think it'll be good to go.
Excellent. And like I said, go through the video, especially like the product detail page video, just to kind of help you start to like once you load them in and you create the product pages for it, you can kind of put some of those elements in there. And then, those will be pretty good to go. And then once they're kind of set up, I can go through the checkout process with you, give you feedback on like button colors and copy and structure, just like kind of get that basic setup in place. And then, again, make sure that your core store architecture pages, you have the meat there, right? And then, we can look at your home page or look at your category page and really polish those up. Like I said, we'll be able to take that coming soon, sign off your store. That should be within the next week or 2. And then, like I said, you can start getting some money, the moment we do that.
Okay. So what's up? Looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. But like I said, keep the momentum moving forward and don't let yourself get hung up because you're not in a be original mode right now. As crazy as it is to say that, you're in a remixing mode. You're a find a winner and remix it. Find a winner and remix it. That's what you're doing because that's way, way faster.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right. So boom. So we'll do that. And I'll let you know when the module 3 is uploaded. And then, it's the end of the month. So like, you're going to have like your kind of nest egg set aside for like traffic and all the other stuff as well. Correct?
Yeah, I should be good to go come next week.
All right, perfect. All right, so yeah, we're let's keep this thing trucking. I'm gonna send you the invoice. I'm gonna send you an update because obviously you made a payment towards it, but it'll kind of send you that reminder. And then yeah, man, with that out of the way, and then that's it on that. And you'll still have the rest of the program to get everything rolled up, recoup your investment, ask a few sales, and you're in the green.
All right, let's make it work.
All right, brother, man. Let me know if you have questions. Keep me updated as far as the emails go. And like I said, 2 to 3 more. Get the product pages built out. Go over your core store infrastructure again. The next things we're going to be doing is making sure that homepage and category pages are put together. I'll go over your product pages and your checkout with you. And then once we kind of have that looking good, I'll make recommendations. You do those, we'll take the coming soon page down.
Okay, cool.
All right, brother, man. Talk to you later.
All right, Matt.
All right, bye.